Understanding the mindset of your ex-partner who monkey branched on you is a crucial part in your healing journey, because when they left with this other person, they left you with so much confusion. You're baffled by it. You need answers, and you need to understand what went through their mind and what is going through their mind now, because you thought you knew this person and then they pulled this shit off on you. It's brutal. I know, because I've been monkey branched before, and monkey branching is actually way worse than cheating, because monkey branching means that your ex-partner cheated on you with someone and then moved on with this person. And it hurts you on so many levels. It hurts the ego. It hurts the heart, of course. First of all, the heart, then the ego. Because you said, they cheated on me with this guy or with this girl, and you start thinking that this person might be better than you, and then you have insecurities, inferiority complex, and the list goes on and on. And I can help you understand in this video the mind of the monkey brancher. Once you understand their mind, you will have more empathy. And I know you don't want to have empathy for them, but it's not for them, it's for you. Because once you understand why they did what they did, this is where you will have a little bit of breathing space, and it will ease your anxiety, because you will understand it got nothing to do with you, and it got everything to do with them, and this is their way of dealing with conflicts in their life. This is all on them, and it's got nothing to do with you, my friend. You got to understand it, because if you don't understand it, you will beat yourself up so badly for it. And I remember it because I went through this, so I know what you're going through, and I really want to help you just to get through it in the best possible way. The best possible way. I'm Coach Goldman, relationship and a breakup coach. Like I said, today we're going to talk about the mind of the monkey brancher. And I want to tell you something, because I'm well known for being very honest and very in your face and tell the truth, because I don't tell you, and I will never do that. I will not tell you what you want to hear. I will tell you what you need to hear. Some people can't take the truth, but if you are the kind of person who can take the truth and grow and heal, this video will be for you, and it will be very beneficial for you, because some of the things that I might say, you might not like it because it hurts, but understand, I'm doing this for you, and embrace it and fall in love with the truth, because this truth will set you free, my friend. Now, understanding the mindset of someone who engages in monkey branching can be complex, as it involves a range of emotional, psychological, and situational factors. Here, a comprehensive look into what is going on in their mind. And we're going to cover 4 categories. It will be first the motivations behind monkey branching, psychological and emotional state, behavior patterns. Then we're going to move on to why they did what they did. And at the end, I'm going to talk to you about how to ease your mind and actually heal. Let's begin. Motivations behind monkey branching. Number 1, it's emotional immaturity. They lack emotional capacity to handle the progression of the relationship. It usually happens when things get serious. So the relationship is moving forward and things start to get very serious. Maybe you're about to move in together. Maybe you're already moving in together. You are living together. Maybe you're about to get married. Something very, very serious is going on, and you're in a place of make it or break it. So what they do, they just break it, because they are having immense amounts of emotional immaturity. They are not emotionally mature. They have such low capacity, emotional capacity, to hold and to deal with what is going on in the relationship. And what they do, instead of communicating this effectively, they just bounce and they monkey branch. We're gonna cover more on this, but for now, just understand that they are just suffering from emotional immaturity. And this is not a person you want to be with. You don't want to be with a person that every time something happens, they jump ship. You just don't, because it's so hard to live like that, and you already know. You already know. And maybe on some kind of level, you feel relieved that this relationship ended. And let me know in the comments below if you feel a little bit, even just a little bit relieved, because you probably were not so happy. I assume I'm making an educated assumption that you weren't that happy. Let me know. Maybe I'm right. Number two, it's bypassing emotional processing. New connections requires attention. They try to bypass the emotions towards you by focusing their attention on someone else. Because they think, because now when they are about to jump ship, when there is difficulties in the relationship, or there's some conflicts that they are not able to resolve due to their lack of emotional intelligence and even intellectual intelligence, so they bounce. Now they need to focus on their feelings and they hate it. And 99% of the time, monkey branchers are avoidant also. They have an avoidant attachment style. So what they're doing, they take the attention they used to give you and they put it on someone else. This is also known as a psychological displacement, where they end the relationship with you and they literally take everything they had with you on to the next relationship and just move on, just like they are with you. So if you were engaged, they might be engaged to this person very quickly. And if you guys wanted to move in together, when they move on with this other person, they moving in together very quickly. Everything happens very quickly because they didn't process any emotions from your relationship, and they just jump and continue in the relationship like nothing happened, but they don't know that this is another person and it's not you. They don't understand that it's a psychological, actually monkey branching is a psychological disorder. This person is not mentally well. And just to reassure you, this relationship will never last. Never ever. This type of relationships never last, and I made a lot of videos on that. You can check on my channel why monkey branching relationships never always fail. You will find, I think I got like 12 reasons there. They never succeed. And if they last more than, I would say, a year, they always turn toxic. I want to keep this video specific to this topic. So if you want to learn more about this, check out my channel and just type in monkey branching and you will see a bunch of videos. Now, number three is fear of being alone. They have a deep-seated fear of loneliness and are unable to the thought of being alone, of being single. They can't bear this thought. This fear drives them to secure a new partner before ending the current relationship. This is why we call it a monkey branching, because they hold on to the branch, which this is the, let's just do this like this. This is the other person, this is you. Once they feel that this is secure enough, that they can hold on to it, that it will hold them while they're letting go of this, then they let you go and just swing to the other person. And more often than not, when they swing to this person, and when this is starting to get loose, what happens? They swing back to you. And when you give them the security, then they leave the other person and off you go again. They just swing, they're swinging from one branch to another and never accept them back. After they did this to you, never accept them back. Never. When I coach you guys, if you want my help, I will not help you to get a monkey brancher back. This is my ideology, because I don't believe that a person who cheated on you, moved on with someone else, is worthy of having you back in their life, no matter who they are. They prove to you by their actions that they are not trustworthy. End of story. I will not even elaborate more than that, because this should be a good enough reason for you. And if you need my help, I can help you heal. I can help you discover your true powers. There is, and also I created a program for you, The Rise of the Phoenix. It's an online healing coaching program where it's a self-study program. You can take it at your own pace. We're having a live Q&A there weekly. You can ask me questions. There is a beautiful community of people just like yourself who are healing. So if you want to check this out, the link in the description below. And if you're joining now, you'll get 50% off because I'm giving 100 spots. I think 60 or 70 already take it because I started it about a week ago. So hurry up and at checkout, put the coupon code HEAL, HEAL, and you'll get a 50% off if it's still valid. If it's not, so you'll need to pay full price. Now let's move on to number 4. Desire for excitement and novelty. They are very well known for their wish and desire for novelty. They might crave the excitement and novelty that comes with a new relationship. The new connection provides a sense of adventure and thrill and that they feel is missing in the current relationship. Avoidance are very hard to satisfy. And people with emotional problems, emotional issues, the only thing that really keeps them alive is this excitement. And if you want to keep them in a relationship, not that you want now, but let's say that this kind of person, they can be in a relationship, they always need toxicity and emotional turmoil. I know it sounds very radical, but I've read many papers on it and personal experience. I just know that this is what because they cannot have smooth sailing. They need up, down, up, down. And you know what? You know this. You know this to be true because I'm describing your ex right now. And if I'm describing your ex, leave in the comment below. Let us know how volatile your ex's emotions were when you guys dated. And I think many people need to know that. They need to know that these type of relationships will never work, and you just don't want that. And because it's not a healthy relationship. It's never a healthy relationship. I don't say that it's not hurting you right now. It hurts like hell. It hurts like hell, but you really dodged the bullet, my friend, because if they didn't end it by monkey branching, you will be suffering. And I assume, making an educated assumption again, that you wanted to end the relationship at some point. Am I right? Also, let us know in the comments. I wanted to end the relationship at some point, but I didn't have enough courage to do so. And then this happened. How I know that? Because I've been there, I've done that, and I coach you guys all the time. This is why I'm telling you, don't take them back. Never, because they will do it again. And second time that they do it, it hurts much more. Number 5, insecurity and validation. They are seeking validation and reassurance from new romantic interest. Engaging with new partner can temporarily boost their self-esteem and make them feel desired and important. They're very weak. Like I said, they are emotionally mature, emotionally weak. We talked about it at the beginning, right here. Number 6 is lack of commitment. They struggle with commitment and fear the long-term responsibilities of a stable relationship. This is also one of the reasons that this relationship with this new partner will never work because of these reasons. They are lacking the skills to maintain and sustain a relationship, because in a relationship, shit hits the fan sometimes. It's not always roses. And you need to have the ability, they need to have the ability to be able to resolve conflict within the relationship and not jump ship when shit hits the fan. But this is what they did. And what do you think when shit hits the fan with this new person? You think they will stay and resolve it because they changed all of a sudden? Fuck no, they will do the same thing. And this is the point when they're coming back to you. They swing back to you. And this is where you need to smack them in the face with the door and tell them, just fuck off. I don't want this. I don't want this. You prove to me who you are, and I just don't want this. Monkey branching allows them to avoid deep emotional investment and potential vulnerability, like I already said. Now let's move to the second category. It's psychological and emotional state. They are confusion and conflict. They may experience internal conflict and confusion about their feelings for their current partner. This conflict can lead to mixed signals and erratic behavior that makes them move between their current and potential new partner. They are Do I need to say it again that they are not emotionally stable, that intellectually are also unstable? It's a mental disease, it's an issue. And you need to pray for them at this point instead of being mad at them. But I know it's hard. You really want to be mad at them. And you should. You should. Don't suppress your emotions. Express them. Go to the gym. Kickboxing, really, me, it's really happened. Kickboxing and Muay Thai, I released so much anger. I became a beast. After 2 months, I kickboxed every day because I needed to release a lot of these emotions, and that's a healthy way of dealing with them. An unhealthy way of dealing with your emotions is drinking, smoking, pornography, or anything that is weakening your soul and your body. Junk food, Netflix and chill, whatever, binge watching. No. What you need to do is you watch this kind of content, which is great. Maybe you will take some coaching with me or other coaches. Maybe you join my program or other programs by other coaches. I don't really care if you join me or other people, or if you hire me or a therapist. I don't really care. What I really care about is your well-being, emotional and intellectual well-being, because you're going through a lot right now. If I'm the one who can help you, I would love that. If it's other people, that's beautiful. If YouTube is helping you, beautiful, but do things for you and not to you. This is your time to fall back in love with yourself, because you lack the self-love that also leads to them disrespecting you in this kind of way, that they feel that they can be with someone else and leave you for someone else. That's the hard truth. And I told you at the beginning, I made a disclaimer that you might not like what I'm going to say. I said it. And I know that this is probably not what you want to hear. But my friend, you need to hear that. And I hate sugarcoating things, because this is the truth. Now, number 2, guilt and rationalization. They are so good at this. They might feel guilt, and I would say they will feel guilt about their actions, but rationalize it to themselves by downplaying the seriousness of their behavior. Cognitive dissonance allows them to justify their actions, to avoid feelings like feeling like the bad guy or the bad girl. They are so good at rationalizing it. And I just remember when I caught my ex cheating, I told her that I found out. I told her that I saw a message on her phone, and she accused me of going through her personal phone. I was like, motherfucker, you cheated on me, and I am the bad guy for seeing it? Forget about it. They just rationalize that all the time. And she also told me, no, you didn't read the signs? Wasn't it obvious to you? I was like, what are you talking about? 2 days ago, we had the most intense sex we ever had. What are you fucking talking about? It just blew my mind. But they try to rationalize it because for them, it needs to make sense. So you gotta understand, they see it not the way you see it, and not the way that this is not. They don't see the truth. They just deform the truth in their mind for them to be able to handle it, because they cannot handle the fact that they're emotionally weak, that what they did is a sin, it's wrong, there's many things. They said no. And by the way, my ex, and I want to just tell you this for you to understand, she was a very, very religious Christian. And she said, and I said, this is a sin. You committed adultery. She said, we weren't married. We weren't married. And God sent this person to me. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, doesn't make any sense, right? Guilt, I think we covered rationalization enough. They will rationalize the shit out of it. Number 3 that they will feel, anxiety and insecurity. They could be anxious about the future of their relationship and unsure about what they truly want. Of course they don't, because they don't know how to resolve conflict. They don't know how to process their emotions. What makes you think that they know what they really want? They don't. This uncertainty makes it hard for them to make a clean break or commit fully. Yep. Behavior patterns, number 3 here. Inability to deal with stressful situations. Their conflict resolution threshold is very low. I would say even close to a 0. They tend to jump ship very quickly. So again, when their relationship with this new person will hit a roadblock, that will be the end of it. That will be the end of it because they don't have the skill. Conflict resolution in a relationship is a skill that can be learned and needs to be learned. But hey, nobody taught you this in school, right? This is why you're watching my channel and my videos, because I'm teaching you this. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting my work, because I really wanted to be who I needed when I was going through my breakup. I went through hell with my breakup, and there was a lot of bad advice, and people sugarcoating things, and I want to give it to you straight. And yeah, it might hurt you, but hey, you already hurt. And if I will sugarcoat it for you, it will just set you back more. So sometimes the hard truth is exactly what you need. Exactly what you need. Number 2 is seeking emotional fulfillment. They might feel emotionally unfulfilled in their current relationship with you and seek out others to fill this void. Emotional needs not being met can drive them to look elsewhere rather than addressing issues with the current relationship. And also remember, they are avoidance of conflict. They are avoidance. And when there is something, they feel emotionally unfulfilled most of the times because they're not really addressing their emotions. They are avoiding their emotions. They feel unfulfilled most of the time. So they're always kind of like looking at you and at someone else. Almost, I wouldn't say all the time, but more often than not, because it helps them relieve. It helps them to know that there is a possibility for them to exit. Avoidance, they need to feel like they can go, like they're not trapped. Because when they feel trapped, this is the avoidance worst nightmare, is feeling smothered and trapped. And when they understand and know that there is someone else that might want them, it makes them feel ease in the relationship. But again, you guys, this is not healthy. Don't want a person that can sustain and maintain a relationship with you just because of the idea that if something happens, there is someone else that can entertain, that is going to be with them. You want someone that wants you and love you and knows how to resolve conflicts when they arise, because they always arise in a relationship. And you want someone who feels fulfilled and love themselves enough that they don't need or seek external validation. And in order for you to attract also this kind of person, you, my friend, need to do also work on yourself to heal. Because I know the person I was when my ex-monkey branched on me, I wasn't healed. I still had a very intense anxious attachment style. And it took me some time, I worked on it, and I help you guys also overcome this, heal this, because once you do, you will attract people that will match your vibration, match your frequency, and will never do such a thing for you, never betray you. Why they did it? That's a question that I get a lot. Number 1 is perceived incompatibility. They might perceive fundamental incompatibilities in the current relationship and see monkey branching as a way to transition smoothly without facing period of being alone. And also, you guys, they need this. They can't do this alone. They need an emotional crutch. They are unable, again, like I said, they're unable to process their own emotions. And this emotional inability caused them to say, I cannot leave until I know that there is something else waiting for me. Because if I am alone, I will fall into very deep depression and I don't know how to handle it. So the only way to exit this relationship is actually to go somewhere else. And they think that they need to exit their relationship for emotional relief or emotional validation or mystery that they are seeking, or like we talked about, novelty. Everything, all of this will backfire at them and they will swing back at you. But you are gotta be gone when they're coming back. You will be there just to say, ha, bye. This is the only thing that you can say, bye. Number 2 is desire for something better. The grass is greener on the other side. This is just classical. They could believe that there is something better and are constantly on the lookout for an upgrade their relationship. And you probably complimented them a lot. You made them feel very good about themselves. And they said, maybe I can do better than that. Not that I say don't compliment your partner. Please do. It's important. But you need to understand the subtleties in a relationship on when, how, how frequently, how to do this. Because when it's too much, if you're extremely anxious, you overly complimenting your partner, which push them to become more avoidant, and then they feel superior, and then they exit, unfortunately. Emotional disconnect. Emotional disconnect with their current partner can lead them to feel justified in seeking emotional and physical connections elsewhere. Like I told you, my ex told me, oh, the relationship wasn't that good. I mean, did you notice it? No, I did not, because I was anxious and in love. I did not see that. Can't you see that? She couldn't. Now, how to ease your mind? Understanding their mindset. When you understand their mindset, you know now that this is an unhealthy person. You know that this is just how they are. That's it. This is how they are. And you know now that it's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with them and the way that they resolve conflict in their life. And probably this is not the only time in their life that they're processing situations by avoiding them, or by avoiding them. Think, because you know your ex-partner, how many times have they not faced the challenge and just try to sweep it under the rug, avoid it, bypass it, or take the path of least resistance instead of facing it head on, just like they should? Think of that. Let us know also in the comments if this was your ex. Number 2 here is self-reflection and growth. Reflect on the relationship dynamic. Consider what you've learned from this experience. This can lead to personal growth and better relationship choices in the future. Of course, reflect. This is a part of the work that we always talk about. You got to do the work, and this is the kind of work that you need to do: self-reflection, reevaluation, realizations, and you start seeing things you've never seen before. You're starting to, we have in my program something that we call kind of like treasure hunt, but you treasure hunt for the things that the red flags treasure hunt, where you say, where was I ignoring red flags? And you start seeing so many, because right now you are outside of this relationship, and you start seeing many red flags, and you say, now I know this, now I know that, now I know this better. And when people tell me, how can you trust after being monkey branch and cheated on? How can you trust other people? And I said, it's easy. I can even trust more right now because of the fact that I was cheated on and monkey branched. Because right now, I know the red flags. I know how it feels when your partner pulls away. I know how it looks like, the subtleties, the little things, the mini shifts that are occurring in the relationship that I overlooked because I was too anxious and in love. But now I'm more centered, grounded, logical. I understand, I see, I observe. If something happened, I pick it up almost instantaneously. And it's a skill that I learned from this happened. You can't learn it anywhere else. So you have the privilege to be cheated on. And I think, and I say it all the time to you guys, I am of the belief that everybody needs to be cheated on at least once in their life. Cheated on or betrayed. And let me tell you why. Because there is a lot of realizations that come from this. A lot of mental strength and a lot of emotional power that comes as a result of this. It's unfortunate that this is how we learn, but hey, this is what it is. And if you're watching this video, you've been there. You've done that. You're in this, and you're doing it right now. This is just a given. This is the cards that you've been dealt with right now. What you gonna do with them? Are you going to become bitter or become better? What is it gonna be for you? Let me know also in the comments below, bitter or better? I bet better. I hope better. Number 3, focusing on healing. This is exactly what you're doing here. Number 4, avoid blame. I didn't blame her. At the beginning I did, but after I realized a few things, I said, you know what? It's my responsibility, her fault for doing this act, but it's my responsibility because I didn't see the red flags. I didn't notice. I was blindly in love with her. I didn't learn. I didn't learn about red flags, what we teach right here, right now, what you're learning now. I didn't know many things, and I said that was my responsibility as a man, especially as a man, to understand when your woman is flaking on you. And I ignored the biggest red flag. She get this, she monkey branched from other person to yours truly. I knew that, but I ignored that because I thought I'm so goddamn special, that I was so special that she left someone else for me, because I was very anxious and insecure. Even though when we met, I was very wealthy. I had a lot of really good things going for me in my life. But as a man, I wasn't secure enough in my ability to sustain and maintain a relationship and a woman. And you know what? That was true. This insecurity came from my lack of ability. So if you're lacking the ability right now, that is okay. It's a skill that you can learn, and you're in the perfect place and the perfect time to do so, because this pain is your teacher. This pain is your teacher, my friend. Embrace it. Please embrace it for yourself. Number 5, moving forward. Embrace the opportunity to move forward and find a partner who values commitment and mutual respect. Understanding the complex reasons behind monkey branching can and will be a step towards healing and finding peace with the situation. It is essential to focus on well-being and to take the time that you need to recover emotionally, because healing is not a race. You got to do it at your own pace. With that said, my friends, I really hope that you got a lot of value from this video. If you did, do this algorithm stuff. If you need my help one-on-one, check the link in the description below. If you want to join my program, the link in the description below as well. The Rise of the Phoenix online healing coaching program. With that said, sending you love and healing, and I will see you again in the next one. Take care.